I'm David Rizzo. I'm a leading horticulturist at Rogers Gardens, and today I'm going to show you how to plant fall tomatoes to get a harvest all the way to Christmas. The main difference between the fall varieties and your main season varieties are the maturity dates. Fall varieties tend to be very fast varieties, 55 to 65 days of maturity, and they tend to be more determinate or bush varieties, and the plants overall pretty smaller in terms of the fruiting size are smaller. Some of the really good fall varieties that I like, Stupice, which is a good Czechoslovakian heirloom. You have Subarctic Maxi, San Francisco Fog, Siberia, and these are just some of the varieties that are really suited well for this time of season. One thing to take in consideration with the fall varieties, I would recommend getting them planted before mid-September. You still want to use the warmer weather that we have in fall to really get them off to a good start. Now I'm going to be planting the fall variety that I picked out called Jet Setter. Jet Setter is a really good fall variety that's a determinate variety that's about a 55 to 65 day variety. So I'm going to add some of my potting soil to the container I'm going to be planting it in. And this is a potting soil called Fox Farm Ocean Forest. So I'm going to get it nice and packed down good. I'm going to add a little bit of Dr. Earth vegetable fertilizer. About a handful or two is pretty good. And I always incorporate it into the first 2 to 3 inches. So mix it in really good with the soil so it breaks down good, and then I'll go through and I'll pack it back down. And now I'm going to take my tomato, which is a Jet Setter, and I'm going to pop some of the side branches off, and I'm going to dig a nice deep hole and to try to get it down, because anywhere where you bury a tomato, they're going to root roots out of that side stem. So the deeper you plant it, the more roots you're going to get. So I'm going to dig a hole really good in the middle, press them down, and then I'm going to come back and I want to pack the soil around them really good so the soil doesn't drop too much. And now I got a cage, and this is most fall tomatoes are actually determinate varieties, and so most of the determinate varieties are more bush varieties. So this Jet Setter won't get that tall. It probably will get about 3 to 4 feet tall, and so I'm going to use a smaller cage to cage it in. So press him down. I'm going to put him into the sides and press him down really good, and then I'll finish off the soil. Now I have some of my compost tea that I'm going to use. Like this is some of the compost tea by Booze Brew. So I'm going to give them a good drink of the compost tea and water them in really good. And he should be ready. He should be harvesting in probably about 55, 60 days out. You want to water it about once or twice a week. If we do get hotter, I'll probably water it a third time. And with fertilizing it, I would use the Dr. Earth vegetable fertilizer about once a month. And then when using the compost tea, the Booze Brew, I would use that about every 2 to 3 weeks. If you have any questions, come and see us, and we hope you have a great harvest.